Man United winning big, comfortable win, as we like to say, with a clean sheet to boot. That is the kind of win that gets Ten Hag's, pitchforks off his back, because he's been under a lot of pressure.
Trust me. And I think the fixture came at the right time for them, because they were not ready for another tough game, in quotes, basically. Because I feel that they had to bounce back, and it was the best fixture for them. After that nightmare against Liverpool, they needed to bounce back and win the game. From a Man United point of view, I'm sure they're going to be very happy. We saw a few things, basically. He made a few changes. Menu and Eriksen in midfield, which was which exposed them a bit. But I feel that if you consider the opposition they had, they knew they were going to have the ball and express themselves much more. Sure. So it made a lot of sense. But from a goal scoring point of view, I was happy for Rashford. Basically, after a very long time, the drought has ended. And he managed to get
after 189
it's crazy.
days.
It tells you how he has really been underperforming. But I don't get the issue with him, to be honest, because he's been struggling consistently, and I wonder what is wrong with the guy.
He's just no motivation.
And I'm surprised.
You play for one of the biggest clubs in the world. You earn top money.
Yeah.
You have access to all the facility. I don't know. I
don't know what's going through his head, but it's good for him. At least he scored. Casemiro came in the game in the latter pass. He saw that nice pass. He just tells you the quality he's got, but unfortunately he had a bad game against Liverpool. So there are a lot of positive Man United can find, but I say that the bigger challenge comes in the subsequent games. It was good to see Delete also score his first goal. There was a bit of composure. They had a clean sheet. I like the defending I saw. I like the combination with Martinez and Delete. It was very solid at the back. But for Southampton, they are one of my tips for relegation, honestly. You see how exposed they are. And for them to you are playing against Manchester United and get a penalty in the first half. And you just fluff your chance that way. Makes it...
That was a really poor penalty.
And I think it was a turning point, because if they had scored first, it would have put Man United on a bit of pressure. The games begin to think a lot, and the game could have changed in a different direction. But they gave Man United the best platform to capitalize, and United took it perfectly. So like I said, the bigger test will come in the subsequent games for Man United. But for Southampton, for what I've seen so far, they look like a team that will go down.
Southampton definitely looking like a team that will go down. And Erik Ten Hag, for him, a lot of people keep saying this, that every time he's under the caution, it looks like he's going to get fired. Then the international break probably comes around, or he gets a favorable run of games, goes on a good run, salvages his position short term, and then he will start doing his thing again. But I mean, are you Ten Hag in or Ten Hag out? And are you happy with what you've seen so far to begin the campaign?
I was expecting him to be sacked before the FA Cup last season, because I think that they didn't honestly perform.
Yeah, the FA Cup bottom time.
Exactly, because there is a team that many people tipped to even finish ahead of Chelsea, but then Chelsea even finished in a probably in a respectable position than them. But I think winning the FA Cup brought them, back to Europe by playing in the Europa League. But I think for Ten Hag, let's give him some time. I keep on telling my friends that I don't think that he'll be managing Manchester United after December. Because listen, I've realized something, that anytime that they are losing, Ruud van Nistelrooy will be putting his hands there, watching these players go by, and I think like, this guy really fancy this job, But I think that he needs to try as much as possible to uplift the performance of this team. They've spent a lot. He spent a lot
this
on
is
this
his
team.
team now.
His team now.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the players in there, he's played with, he's worked with them at Ajax.
Yeah.
And then
he's
most of them
imported his Ajax centre-back partners.
all the guys, all his back. Yeah.
In fact, he has three of his 4 Ajax players in his back line.
Yeah, in this team now. Look at the staff. Everything now is by his own decision. And so for me, I think that if we're managing, I've been giving this room and looking at the work that you've done, listen, if you don't perform, you're going to be fired. It's as simple as that. If it doesn't perform, it has to be fired.
I'm just thinking about it. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Onana, Ajax, Ten Hag.
No, you see,
Mazraoui, Ajax, Ten Hag. Martinez, Ajax, Ten Hag.
And that's the bottom line, because they've invested in the team. He's had a support of the club owners. Bought a lot of players. Ugarte, a lot of players. So for me, the bottom line, like, the moment you invest in your squad, the moment you get what you want, you need to deliver the results.
And it's as simple as that, because you don't expect me to inject. And these Enos guys were Ratcliffe and these guys, they are investors. And I mean, you don't expect them to throw away just the money.
In fact, they've actually said that they'll do an evaluation in 2 years.
Yeah.
And that whoever is not up to scratch will have to leave the club. We'll see if it's all talk or they will be as ruthless as they are promising. Let's get to Anfield.